You think the hug is about where your hand goes, but that's exactly why you keep missing the moment. You think one perfect move will make her feel something instantly, but what she feels first is not your technique, it's your energy. Most men want a trick because tricks are easier than truth. They want a placement, a secret, a little move they can steal and use like a shortcut to connection. But if you're here for truth, subscribe now because you do not need more comforting lies. You need reminders. You need to hear the things most people won't say out loud. You need your mind sharpened, not soothed. And here's the truth. The touch that changes a hug is not a move designed to take something from her. It's a signal that reveals something about you. Here's what it really means. The way you touch her during a hug tells her whether you are grounded or needy, present or performative, calm or hungry for validation. That's the whole game. Not force, not speed, not some scripted hand slide you copied from a guy online who confuses boldness with pressure. A hug becomes powerful when your touch communicates safety, certainty, and self control. Not because you're trying to get somewhere, but because you already know who you are. And that is where most men lose it. They think attraction is created by escalation. They think chemistry is built by pushing. They think if they don't make something happen, nothing will happen. That's called scarcity. That's called panic wearing the mask of confidence. That's called a man who is so afraid of being overlooked that he starts grasping instead of connecting. You can feel that energy from a mile away. She can too. The misconception is simple. You think the hug is a chance to impress. The hard truth is that the hug is a test of your emotional weight. Can you slow down? Can you stay composed? Can you touch without grabbing? Can you be warm without becoming invasive? Can you read what is actually happening instead of forcing what you want to happen? Because if you can't do that in a hug, you can't do that in anything deeper either. Why does this happen? Root cause. Most men are touch starved, attention starved, and approval starved. Nobody taught them the difference between desire and discipline. So the moment a woman is close, their nervous system starts negotiating. Should I do more? Should I hold longer? Should I move lower? Should I make it obvious? And now the moment is gone because you are no longer in the hug. You are in your head. You are no longer feeling reality. You are chasing fantasy. Reality is calm. Fantasy is frantic. And that frantic energy costs you more than you realize. It makes you stiff. It makes your touch feel calculated. It makes a simple hug feel like a transaction. She feels watched instead of felt, measured instead of met, pressured instead of safe. And once that happens, it doesn't matter how attractive you are, how tall you are, how good your clothes look, how smooth your words sounded 10 minutes ago. The body tells the truth. Your body tells her whether you respect the moment. Her body tells you whether she does too. So reframe it. Stop asking, how do I touch her in a way that instantly changes everything? Start asking, what does my touch say about the man I am? That question will save you because the answer changes your whole posture. Now you're not trying to manipulate the feeling, you're trying to embody the feeling. You're not trying to use touch to create false intimacy. You're using touch to express congruence. That's the word, congruence. Your hand, your chest, your breath, your timing, your eye contact, your restraint, they all say the same thing. I am here, I am calm, I am not trying to take from you. I can handle closeness without losing myself. That changes everything. Because the touch that lands is never the touch of a man trying to prove something. It's the touch of a man who doesn't need to. When you hug her, the first thing she should feel is not your agenda. It should be your presence. A steady, relaxed embrace, a clear frame, no weird squeezing, no wandering hand, no overthinking disguised as boldness. Just grounded contact, chest open, arms intentional, pressure measured, breath slow, attention real, and then if the connection is mutual, if her energy is open, if the moment actually has warmth in it, the touch that changes the hug is usually not dramatic at all. It's a small, confident adjustment, a calm hand on the upper back that settles instead of fidgets. A brief, grounded touch at the mid-back that says, I'm here with you, not I'm trying to get away with something. Maybe a slow, reassuring palm between the shoulder blade and mid-back, held with steadiness, not movement. That's it, not a performance, not a grab, not a test, steady. Intentional, respectful, alive. You need to understand this deeply. The power is in the certainty, not the location. A weak man is always searching for the magic spot. A grounded man becomes the reason the moment feels different. That's the difference. One is hunting for reaction. The other is creating resonance. One is asking, how do I make her feel me? The other is asking, can she feel that I'm solid? That second man wins more than the first ever will because women do not relax around desperation. They relax around clarity. Think about the man who embodies this. He is not rushed. He is not sloppy. He is not trying to squeeze an outcome out of every interaction. He has a life. He has direction. He has standards. He knows that attraction without respect is cheap and closeness without consent is weak. He doesn't need to dominate the moment to feel like a man. He doesn't need to push boundaries to feel powerful. His power is that he has boundaries of his own. His hands are disciplined. His attention is clean. His body is relaxed because his identity is not on trial every time a woman gets close. That's the man. He hugs like he means it and releases like he has nothing to prove. He is warm, but he is not clingy. He is masculine, but he is not invasive. He is present, but he is not consuming. He is aware enough to notice whether she leans in or stays polite, whether she melts into the hug or keeps it formal, whether her body opens or stiffens. He does not fantasize over mixed signals. He reads reality. And because he reads reality, he never has to force it. You need that level of honesty with yourself. If she is giving you a quick social hug, don't pretend it's a doorway to something deeper. If she is stiff, respect it immediately. If the connection is casual, keep it clean. If the moment is clearly mutual and emotionally warm, then let your touch reflect that warmth with calm confidence, not escalation. This is why so many men get it wrong. They use touch to chase a fantasy instead of respond to the truth in front of them. You stop chasing. You stop grabbing. You stop sliding your hand around like you're searching for a loophole. You stop turning basic human contact into a strategy session, and you start doing this. First, slow your body down before contact. If you're internally sped up, your touch will betray you. Take one breath, drop your shoulders, arrive. Second, commit to the hug you're giving, not half in, not awkward, not limp, full presence, clean embrace. When you go in with clarity. Third, place your hands where respect and warmth live naturally. Upper back, mid back if the connection genuinely supports it. Keep it still. Stillness is confidence. Fidgeting is insecurity. Fourth, pay attention. Is she relaxing into it? Is she matching the energy? Is she lingering naturally? Or is she politely waiting for it to end? That information matters more than any advice you will ever hear. Fifth, let go on time. This matters. A man who can release at the right moment is more attractive than a man who overstays trying to manufacture depth. Restraint is seductive because restraint reveals choice. It says you are in control of yourself. Sixth, redirect your focus away from effect and back to character. Your job is not to make the hug do something. Your job is to become the kind of man whose presence makes ordinary moments feel deeper. That is the shift. Because once you understand that, everything changes beyond the hug. Now your eye contact changes, your voice changes, your posture changes, your dating life changes because you stop operating like a starving man hunting for signs. You become a man with standards, rhythm, and self-respect. You stop asking, how do I get more from this moment? And you start asking, am I showing up as someone worth feeling safe with? That question will clean up your whole life. And let's go even deeper, because this is not just about women. This is about your relationship with yourself. The man who grabs is usually the man who doesn't trust that his presence is enough. The man who overreaches is usually the man who is secretly afraid he is forgettable. The man who needs every hug to become a story is usually the man who hasn't built a life that feels meaningful when nobody is looking. So build that life. Build the body that feels disciplined. Build the mind that can tolerate silence. Build the purpose that keeps you from orbiting around female attention like it's oxygen. Build the self-respect that makes you unwilling to be creepy, needy, or fake just to feel wanted for 10 seconds. That is the deeper lesson here. A better touch comes from a better man, not from better tactics. And yes, when you become that man, a simple thing changes. Your hugs stop feeling ordinary. Why? Because women can feel when your touch is clean. They can feel when there's no hidden pressure in it. They can feel when you're not trying to sneak past their boundaries under the costume of affection. They can feel when your body says the same thing your character says. That consistency is rare. That groundedness is rare. That's why it stands out. You want to know what instantly changes a hug? respect with weight behind it, warmth without need, intention without force, a calm hand and a calm mind. That combination is powerful because it is so uncommon now. Most people are noisy, most people are performing, most people are trying to extract. The man who can simply be there, fully there, is unforgettable. So the next time you hug her, stop trying to do the move. Feel your feet, slow your breath, embrace with clarity. Let your hand rest, not roam. Listen with your body, respond to what is real. And if the moment is not there, respect that without making it personal. That is strength too, especially that, because self respect is not only how you hold someone, it's how you hold yourself when you don't get the response you hoped for. Can you stay solid then? Can you stay clean then? Can you leave the moment with dignity instead of frustration? That's the real test. Any man can feel confident when he gets validation. The man worth becoming keeps his center, whether he gets it or not. That's freedom. No more performing, no more overreaching, no more trying to turn every spark into a fire with your bare hands. Let reality breathe. Let connection reveal itself. Let your touch be honest enough that it never has to apologize later. And understand this above all, the right touch is not about taking control of her emotions. It's about taking responsibility for your own energy. That is mature masculinity. That is restraint. That is power without damage. The moment changes when you change. The hug feels different when you feel different. She responds differently when she senses that you are not another man chasing a shortcut, but a man rooted in self-command. That is what she feels. That is what she remembers. That is what separates boys looking for a reaction from men who create trust. So stop looking for magic in your hands and start building it in your character. Stop searching for the move and become the message. Stop asking how to force chemistry and learn how to carry presence. When you do, even a simple hug can say more than an hour of words ever could. You are not here to manipulate moments. You are here to become a man who can meet them fully. You are not here to beg for connection. You are here to embody it. You are not here to perform masculinity. You are here to live it with discipline, calm, and respect. That's your reset. You are not the needy boy looking for permission through touch. You are not the anxious man trying to prove value through escalation. You are the answer. You are the standard. You are the one who brings clarity into confusion, steadiness into tension, honesty into desire. And when you move like that, you stop chasing powerful moments because you become the reason they happen. Subscribe if you want more truth like this, more clarity, more reminders that pull you back to yourself when the world keeps trying to make you weak, distracted, and desperate. Stay here if you want substance over noise, reality over fantasy, self-respect over cheap validation. If that's the man you're building, then you belong here.